Okay, hello everyone. It's Rene Liaw here from Opulence Global, and today I'll be covering the Opulence Global Pathway to Role Lifestyle Director Rewards and Leadership Program. In other words, it's essentially the compensation plan behind Opulence Global. It's a fantastic plan, and let's get right into this. So go and move ahead to actually page number, I think it's page 4 here, that covers the packages first. And so really quickly, there's different ways to get started with Opulence Global. It kind of comes down to how much you want to earn in terms of commissions and how much discount you want to have as becoming a online shop owner here. So number one, we have the retailer, which is a $225 Canadian pricing plus taxes. However, of course, for international markets, it's $270 Canadian dollars and there's no taxes. Now, again, some of the packages may vary depending on what country that you're from, especially if you have a distribution center in those countries. So the retailer is $225, and it comes with 2 bottles of Fountain of Life, as well as a 20% discount. Now, what's also really important to understand here is that you also get access to 3 different websites that you will now own to be able to go and market your business. So you're going to have a website for Fountain of Life, a website for the Fairy Flawless, and of course the website for My Opulence, which is contains all of the products as well too. So you will have 3 different websites just for this payment of $225 Canadian pricing plus taxes, or $270 international pricing by Canadian dollars as well. So that's for the retailer. Now we also have another package that has a better discount, and the discount matters because the more the discount that you have, then when you're selling the products, the more you can earn. So the lifestyle promoter is $600 Canadian plus taxes, international $720, and this one here comes with 2 bottles of Fountain of Life. Also the Fairy Flawless Devotion set, which is the full bottle of the cleanser, the day cream, and the night cream, as well as our incredible micro silver toothpaste, as well as the Posh Captive set, which is the shampoo, body wash, and conditioner. So I'm assuming that you would have seen the products by now before watching this video, but that is a lifestyle promoter. Now, what it also comes with on top of this is you also get a total of $177 of shopping credits. So $77 is the base shopping credits that you will receive, and you can use that towards buying whatever you want to buy from the company. It's a shopping credit. But if you were to start at the lifestyle promoter, it also comes with $100 bonus shopping credits. So in total, you have $177 of retail value of shopping credits. Okay. And so, and last but not least, the Lifestyle Advisor is by far the most popular package because it has the highest discount, being 30%. But also, it's $1,500 Canadian plus taxes, or $1,800 international pricing Canadian dollars, but no tax. And this one here comes with 6 bottles of Fountain of Life, the Fairy Flawless Totality Pack, which is the entire flawless skincare line, from the cleanser, the day cream, the night cream, the eye serum, and the lip treatment, all full bottles. Plus, of course, 2 micro silver protection toothpaste, as well as the Posh Captive set, which is again the shampoo, body wash, and conditioner, and 6 spa experiences, which is basically sort of mini samples of the cleanser, day cream, and night cream, 3 small samples times 6, get 18 small samples to go and share with people or use for yourself. But this package here, the advisor package, we call it LA, and I'll be referring to it as LA over the next sort of this video. Also has $505 of shopping credits. Plus, if you start as the advisor, a bonus $400 of shopping credits, for a grand total of $905 of shopping credits. So to me, it's quite remarkable because what you're getting back in terms of retail value of products for coming in at the $1,500 is way more. It's almost like $1,800 you're getting of products retail value, and you're only coming in at the $1,500 level. And don't forget, it does come, of course, with a fully functional website, shopping cart, different languages. The shipping's all done, all the graphics, and so it's quite remarkable having an entire fully functional website that you can sell products off of, all over the world for just $1,500, and you're getting back all this money in products, really. So again, that's the discount structures: 20%, 25%, and 30%. Now, let me explain over here what are these max weekly residual commissions. So as an advisor, you start by having a maximum weekly residual commission of $1,000, and I'll explain later on how that's made. But in actuality, it goes up to $20,000 per week. And the really cool thing is our system doesn't do any flushing. So even if you made, let's say, 1,500 this week, the extra 500 gets reserved for the next week. So you never actually ever lose anything. And in most cases, people don't actually ever run into issues because as they're building their business, they start to achieve higher ranks, which achieve higher weekly commissions. So it's not really ever an issue in reality. Now, really quickly, on the right-hand side here, you can see commission qualified minimum monthly PV. What this here is as I explained to you the commission structure with the LA and the LP and the retailer, for you to earn the lifestyle advisor full commissions, what you also wanted to do is have a $150 per month monthly payment into the company. Now, really important here, if all you're trying to do is just buy and sell products, then you don't need to do this $150, okay? There's only ever really two main reasons why someone would want to commit to the $150 per month. Number one is to make your commissions, and for most people, that's a big one. And the second thing though is when someone does pay monthly $150, and after 3 months ongoing, not only will you have already received the 30% discount, you also get a bonus 10% discount on top of the 30% discount. So a lot of people like myself, we definitely, will buy at least 4 or 5 bottles of Fountain of Life for our family and, mom, dad, and children and spouse and whatnot. And so we spend $150 per month. And after 3 months, just by doing that, you get a bonus 10% discount as well. Now, also very important to understand is that the $150 doesn't have to be necessarily in buying products. You could also buy shopping credits. That's right, you can buy shopping credits. So if you, for example, you had enough products right now, and you didn't need more products, but you wanted to keep your commissions, you wanted to keep your 10% discount, then you can actually just pay the $150, and that $150 simply goes into your shopping credits, and any point in time in the future, you can use that to redeem for products. So you're just kind of putting it into your shopping credits a bit earlier, you can redeem it whenever you want. So it's a really cool feature because I find that most companies, a lot of people don't always like what's called the auto ship, which is where you must order products on a monthly basis. And even though you have a lot of products at home, you're still kind of forced to buy more products and ship more products on a monthly basis. This cool feature allows you to save the money into your shopping credits. And in the future, whenever you want, you can do one bigger shipment. So it's a really cool feature that we have. Now for the promoter, that level is only $75, but the main difference between the LA and the LP, which is the advisor and promoter, LA and LP, the biggest difference is that the LP, for the exact same effort, you're going to earn half of the commissions, roughly half the commissions. So for most people, they just start at the advisor. And for the retailer, there is no ability to earn team commission. So you can earn wholesale profit, which I'll cover in a second. You can earn commissions by selling products. So you can buy at wholesale and sell at retail or sell off your website. You can make those commissions, but you can't make the team commissions, which is the residual commissions on the team and your partners. However, it doesn't matter which package you are. Okay, you can also pay $35 per month. And what that does though is it keeps your volume. So some people who might not be sure of what they're going to do with the business, but they want to benefit and keep the volume from the sales that are happening below. Even an advisor, an LA or LP, can also pay the $35 per month, but all that does is it keeps the volume from the team below. Okay, you don't, again, I really highly advise to just keep the $150 because you get maximum commissions and you do get the bonus 10% discount after your 3rd month. All right, that's the packages. The next part here is to cover the upgrades. So again, you can upgrade. It's a simple chart here. You can sort of go through it online yourself, but you pay the difference to upgrade. The biggest thing that you don't get when you upgrade is you don't get this bonus in red here. So if you upgrade, for example, from LP to LA or from retailer to LA, what you're missing out on is this bonus shopping credits over here. So shopping credits, you can see here, instead of getting 905, you're only going to be getting, basically 505 if you went from retailer to advisor. So in short, it's just another way to get to the higher package, but you don't get the bonus shopping credits. Now the wholesale profit is a very simple way to earn commissions, and how that happens here is it depends on what you are. And so it depends on which shop level you are. So if you are a lifestyle advisor and you introduce another advisor, So in other words, let's say you are the advisor and you introduce me and I joined as the advisor and I launched as the advisor, then you would earn a one-time bonus of $250 Canadian. Okay, so I'll just say that this whole entire presentation is based upon Canadian pricing, so that makes it a bit easier for you guys. So again, you make $250 per launch of an advisor. If you introduce a promoter, you would earn $100. If you introduce a retailer, you would earn $25. So the exact same thing though, if you were the lower two shop levels, the retailer or the promoter, you can see here, instead of earning $250, you only earn $150 and $100 as a retailer. So again, you can see here, just by being the advisor, it just pays you the most commissions. As you can see here, being the promoter for the exact same effort, you're earning a lot less and even lesser with the retailer, okay? So now the cool thing is that when someone does upgrade, let's say someone that you launched was a retailer and later on they upgrade to a higher package, you will receive this the difference in the wholesale profit if within the first 30 days of launch, okay? And so just FYI, there is another way you can actually go from retailer to advisor. It's basically by selling products through your first generation. If you have those kind of questions, please contact whoever introduced you because it's going to get too long, this video, and there's a lot to cover here. So that just covers, again, the packages, the wholesale profit, and of course, the ability to upgrade either through paying through upgrading or upgrading through your team generating enough sales. Okay, so next part here is really my favorite part, which is to cover the team commissions. Okay, so now let's cover, again, the commission structure. So going back up here to page 2, number 1, when you get started, everyone basically has a business center in the system, okay? So that's you here. Now, to qualify for this commission called the team commissions, what you have to have is at least 2 people that you personally introduce, one that's on the left side and one that's on the right side. So to clarify, you don't need to do this if all you're trying to do is to sell products or launch shops. Those commissions you earn and those bonuses that you earn right away. This only applies to if you want to earn this team commission and some of the future bonuses here. You do want to have one person you introduce on the left and one on the right. Now those 2 people must be the lifestyle promoter or the lifestyle advisor, okay, to qualify yourself to earn this team commission. So in other words, the retailer doesn't count. All right, so once you do that, what happens here is that, of course, people who are trying the products, they eventually would like to perhaps even sell the product, and so your team will grow. And sometimes you might introduce person A like Bob, and Bob might also have his customers, and then also those customers might want to become partners, and the team starts to grow. So you have a left team and a right team, and the really key thing to mention, first of all, is that we pay to infinity, which is really key, meaning that for the rest of your life, as your team grows deeper and deeper and deeper, as that's what's going to happen in direct sales, is that you can actually earn commissions on all of the sales of products done through your whole entire left team and your right team. So how does that work though? So number 1, the company pays you this commission on a weekly basis, okay, on a very weekly basis. And so you can see here that all commissionable volume, and we're gonna call it CV. So think of CV as sales done by the team, okay? So all of the sales done by the team, which is generated from shop launches because there's products that are sold in the shop package levels, through online product purchases, and through smart buy sales, which are basically the monthly payments, all contribute to the total cycle requirement. The CV can be split 1/3, 2/3, or 50-50, or 2/3, 1/3 between both teams. So for example, the really cool thing is that we also have 4 levels. So at level 1, if in that week the system adds up the total sales in the left side plus your total sales on the right side, if the CV of those sales added up to $900, okay? And the 900, of course, followed these combinations, which is 300 left, 600 right, or 450 left and 450 right, or 600 left and 300 right. Any of those 3 combinations will pay you, if you are the lifestyle advisor or the LA, $45, given you are on the monthly 150 PV, as we mentioned earlier. Now, if you are the promoter, you can see here for the exact same 900 CV, instead of earning $45, you're only going to be earning $25, okay? And the retailer does not earn, as I mentioned before, in these team commissions, okay? Now, the really thing I love with this plan is that it really encourages you to, help your team have more sales. Because if in the same week, instead of having 900 CV, you had 1800 CV, with these matching combinations of 600 left, 1200 right, or 900, 900, or 1200 left, 600 right, you would earn, instead of doubling 45, because really 1800 is twice the amount of 900, instead of earning twice the amount of 45, you're actually earning $100. So your payout actually went up higher based upon you having more sales within your team. And likewise, if you had $3,600 of CV, again, instead of earning, this is double again of 1,800. Well, instead of earning double of 100, you're earning 220. So instead of earning 4 times the 900, you're earning a lot more. And last but not least, the highest levels per cycle, which can happen many times per week though, but the highest level cycle is at 5,400. And again, at that point in time, you earn what's called the power cycle, okay, the power cycle. So power cycle, you earn $400 plus a $60 bonus as well too. And I'll cover what that extra bonus is. But in total, you're earning $460 per 5,400, which is about 8.5% total payout there, okay? Really important thing for some of you people who understand in-depth compensation plans is we have what's called no cycle overage. So in other words, let's say you're supposed to make again, $1,500 this week, but your level is at 1,000 so far. That extra $500 that you did not earn, it does not get flushed. It does not remove that volume and not pay you. It actually keeps all unused CV for the next week and the next week and the next week. So you never lose anything that way. It's a really cool program here. Now, one common question is, well, Rene, what if I only have 500 CV? So not even enough for 900. As I mentioned, there's no flushing of the volume. That's not paid out. So again, that carries over to the following week until you hit 900 at any point in time in the future, okay? Another question I get is, well, Rene, what if I had 10,000 volume this week? Okay, well, what would happen here is at 10,000 total CV, it always pays you at the highest level first. So it pay you at the 5,400 level. Okay, so 10,000 minus this 5,400, you still have about 4,600 left. Well, guess what? It still pays you again as many times as possible that exact same week. So with the 4,600 that's left, it'll pay you at the 3,600 level. Okay, so 4,600 minus the 3,600 level. If you had any, it's like $1,000 left, it pays you again at the lowest level. So in the same week, what I'm saying here is it will try to pay you as many times as possible, but starting at the highest level first and working its way downwards. So you always get the maximum payout as possible. Okay, so that's a really cool thing about our plan here is that pays to infinity. And of course, you can have multiple level 4 cycles in the same week. So, if you happen to have 10 times this amount, which is $54,000, then in 1 week, then you would earn 10 times this amount, which is $4,600 per week. Okay. Now, really important here is because we pay to infinity, there must be at some point in time a maximum cap, because otherwise the system will overpay itself. Now, I personally love this plan because I don't like other plans where they stop you after like 5 or 6 generations. It never made sense to me to build those kind of plans because as you're in the business longer, as your team grows deeper, you're not getting paid on any of those sales down below like your 5th, 6th generation below. We pay to infinite levels, infinite generations. So there must be a cap at some point in time. And the most you can earn per week on one business center is $20,000 per week. Okay. However, if you got started at the Lifestyle Advisor package, you actually receive 3 business centers. So not just 1, but 3 business centers, which is 20,000 times 3, which is $60,000 per week. And that's the benefit of having the Lifestyle Advisor is you do have 3 business centers for the price of 1, really. Okay, so that covers the team commissions. Let's move on to really quickly here. How does this $60 bonus work when you hit the power cycle? So every $5,400, it pays you $400 plus the $60 bonus. This bonus here gets split up into what's called the personal convention pool and the personal marketing pool. So of the 60, $30 goes here and $30 goes here. Now again, if you happen to have 10 times this amount, then you'd have 10 times this amount in this pools over here. So the personal convention pool is paid out during convention. So when you go to our convention every year, on stage, we recognize you with a big little, I guess, check and recognition of all of your cycles you've earned on that convention. Okay, so we had it last year on the cruise, which was really amazing. And you get that on stage, you get your photo taken, and of course, recognized with corporate. And the other $30 per 5,400 goes into a personal marketing pool, and that can be used towards business and marketing promotions. So a lot of times, people who are in business, they don't quite have yet the business mindset of reinvesting some of their money into buying things like flyers or banners or promotional items and those kind of things. And so this money here can be used for all of that. So it's still cash you get back. You can redeem it once you buy things like, a banner or a flyer, or you pay for a flight to go travel to a market to build your team. It's really meant for you to go and market for those kind of expenses, whether it's like flights or hotels or booking hotel meeting rooms and those sort of things. So that is still, I guess, your money that you can redeem as well. So that covers the team commissions. It covers where this extra bonus went to. And of course, the last part I'll cover here, two more things on this one slide, is the Lifestyle Advisor Personal Team Bonus. Okay, now how this works here, it's really cool. So let's say you were the advisor, which is the highest level, the LA, and you introduce me as a retailer. Don't forget, it's gonna go down here, as an advisor, you have the highest discount. Now, if you introduce me, your first generation, your direct personal person, and I was a retailer, my discount is only 20%. So that means I paid 10% more for my products, correct? Every time I buy products, my cost is now 10% more than the advisor. Well, guess what? That extra 10% that I paid, it doesn't go to the company, it goes to you. So you can see here on this diagram here that that's you. All of your level 1 people, partners, okay? So people that you personally introduce are your level 1 partners. All of the retailers, as they order products, every single time they order products, guess what? You're going to earn this 10% bonus. If you had promoters, because the gap between you and them is now 5%, you earn that 5% bonus. So again, you can see down below here, between the LA and the LP, the discount is 5% more. So if you brought me in as a promoter, I'm paying 5% more for my products. Well, guess what? You earn that 5% as well. So, people literally, you can earn this literally right away. So some people might not be so great, for example, at building a huge team. That's okay. You can go and sell products. And if you did have a partner that just bought more products, well, guess what? You still earn commissions every single time they buy products. Okay, that covers the Lifestyle Advisor Personal Team Bonus. Again, as the name implies, you must be a Lifestyle Advisor for that. Now, the other really cool thing here is what's called the Monthly Global Revenue Sharing Pool. So every single month, the company takes a portion of their global revenue and share it with people in the company. Now, I love the fact that in our company, you don't have to be one of these crazy high ranks in order to be qualified to earn this revenue sharing. Even if you start as a lifestyle advisor, you can earn 1 share right away. As a LD1, which I'll cover these ranks in a few minutes, you get 2 shares. As a LD2 and above, you get 3 shares. So even if you're LD2, 3, 4, it's pretty cool because you get 3 shares still. And so we want to make sure that we have a good split of the pool for also the new people who are coming on board being the lifestyle advisors. So to qualify for this global revenue sharing, which is a portion of the company's revenue every single month, and it varies month to month because it depends on how many qualifiers that there are. But to qualify for this, your number one thing you have to do first is have your own 150 PV. Okay, so again, most people, this is always done because you automatically order your products or shopping credits on a monthly basis. That's usually already checkboxed, okay? Now, one quick note though, if you want to achieve this in your very first month, because a lot of people do that, in your first month, after you launch your shop, the usual 150 payment doesn't come until the following month. So if you want to qualify it in the same month you got started, then you want to go and purchase an additional 150 on top of your shop level package. Okay, just a really quick note there. So you do that. You also have, of course, one new shop launch. So either it's a lifestyle promoter or higher, so you launch a new shop. You also have sold off of your website $200 of NRS, which stands for new retail sales. So you have a new VIP that month that bought at least $200 worth of products. And that could be anyone. That could be like your friend, your customers, your mom, your dad, your spouse. It could be anyone. Okay, but it has to be a new VIP that month. All right. Plus, you have $750 of BQV. Now, the best way to explain this BQV, it stands for Business Qualifying Volume. Okay. The best way to explain this is that it basically is the CV that you generate yourself. It's a CV that you generate yourself. Now, one thing I didn't mention, going back up to the CV here is, where's the CV come from? Well, we mentioned that it comes from all the product purchases and also, of course, the shop launches, right? So, and of course, people's smart buys. So, really quickly, just go down below here to show you how much CV there is when a shop launches. Down below, you can see here that for the advisor, if you introduce me, then automatically for everyone that from you and above will gain 500 CV. Okay, so if you introduce me, and of course I'm now in your team, that generates 500 CV for everyone all the way up to the very top. Okay, for the promoter is 200 CV, and for the retailer is 55 CV. So in other words, if you actually introduce two people, one on the left and one on the right, then there's two people times 500 CV. That total is 1,000 CV. And guess what? You already have the 900 that you need. So a really cool example here, just to sort of back up here, is if you launch two advisors, let's see how much you made here. Number one, you made 250 times 2. That's cash profit. That's $500. Plus the CV would have paid you another $45. You would have made $545 just by launching two LAs, okay? But going back down to this MGRS now, because you introduced me as an LA, that 500 CV, again, so from a new launch, counts here. So you also get 500 towards the 750. So you're almost there. You're just short another 250, right? But guess what? You also get BQV because when you sold the products to this new customer, this new VIP customer, you also got more CV from that as well too. So if you actually had about $200 of new retail sales, what that pretty much generated for you is more CV essentially. Okay, it's more CV as well too. So in short, you're really close to hitting this 750 BQV. So if you either had a few more sales or you launch another person, but again, if you launch two LAs, you've already got this qualified. Okay, it's done per calendar month. It's always paid on the 15th of the next month because there always is a cooling period for those who join near the end of the month, right? So it gets paid out on the 15th of the next month, and that's MGRS. Okay, so it's a really great bonus to have on top of course, the team commissions and wholesale profit. So really, you can almost be looking at almost a $600, $700 payout of commissions if you were to launch two LAs. All right. So that covers this. And the next part I'm going to be covering for you next is going to be the ranks, which then also allow you to earn the car bonus and the cruises and much more. Okay, so now let's cover the last part here, which is the different ranks that we have. Now, a really important thing before I get to the ranks is I want to say a lot of companies, typically, the ranks have a lot to do with how much you can earn. I love the fact that with our company, really as a lifestyle advisor, you earn the exact same cycles that the top leaders earn. So in other companies, typically you don't earn the same amount per cycle in some cases. In our company, you actually do. So a lot of our ranks just had to do with the extra bonuses like the car as well. So going down to page, I think 5 it is, you can see here that the first rank that we do have is called Lifestyle Director 1. Now to get there, you yourself must be in LA. And you basically introduce 2 LAs that get their own 2. So, this LA here has their own 2, and this LA here also has their own 2. Now, again, it could be that you launch 2 LAs on the same side for this particular rank, okay? So it can be on the same side. So those 2 get their own 2. Now, again, you must be on your own 150, and these people must also be on the 150 as well to qualify you as the Lifestyle Director number 1. So also, once you have that structure in place, on a monthly basis, you want to sell at least 4 bottles to a VIP, as well as, of course, also have at least 1,500 CV on both of your 2 teams. So it could be 500 on one side, 1,000 on the other side. Again, that's just the status for the monthly maintenance. And once you do that, of course, now your weekly commissions goes up to 1,500 per week, which is about 6,000 per month now at this level. And again, if you happen to earn more than that, don't worry, because the system will carry over any unpayable volume to the following week. Now, if you were to do this in the first week, the first 7 days from your launch date, the company actually triples whatever you made that month up to $1,000. So if you made $300, it gets tripled to $900, but to a maximum of $1,000. If you did it in your first 30 days, it doubles to $1,000. So if you made $500 that month, you get doubling to $1,000 that month. Okay, so it doubles your monthly binary commissions. At the same time, however, this is a cool part, you can qualify for a car payment now every single month. So it's a $500 a car payment at the LD1 level. And to do this that month, you would have launched a new LA. You would have had 4,500 volume. So even though you have the rank, okay, you can have this bonus here. To get the car though, you want to have a bit more volume, just 4,500 volume that month. And really over time, what you'll find is that because you have a set number of customers that are growing and partners, you start to have this automatically every single month. But 4,500 CV on both of your teams with 1,500 minimum on one team. Plus you sell $300 through a new customer and you have 300 BQV. Now don't forget, if you were to launch a new LA that month, you already have 500 BQV. So that's already been done, right? You also have, of course, $300 of sales, as well as $4,500 of total CV. So that in total gets you car qualified. And the really cool thing here is that a lot of people can hit this in their first month. So look at these qualifications here, and going back up to the MGRS, you'll see that a lot of it overlaps. So 200 here is 300 for the car, 750 here is 300 for the car, and a new shop launch. So oftentimes people who qualify for the car payment, that's $500, they're going to qualify for this MGRS, which is, in about $200 per month, roughly, give or take. It really depends on how many people qualify that month. Plus, if you launch a new LA, don't forget you would have also earned the $250. So you're looking at almost $1,000 of bonus, earnings per month just by qualifying as an LD1 and having this car qualification. So there's other ways of doing it, which requires a lot more customers buying from you, and also launching one new LA, but in short, that's the LD1, okay? From here, for the LD2, which is the next rank up, basically, you see how the LD1, this person here is in the color of yellow? Well, to have an LD2, which is orange, you want to have 2 of these LD1s, which are the yellow colors here. So really, it's going one more layer down. So you have 2 that got 2 each, that got another 2 each. So you can see here 2, that got 2, that got 2. So again, they're all LAs. You can see here that again, your 2 LD1s can be on the same side, okay? And you can see here, to get this LD2, what you can basically achieve here is a higher weekly commission, which is now $10,000 per month or $2,500 per week, plus the bonus money. You can see here it's the same sort of status monthly maintenance to maintain this rank. It's $200 of sales plus 5,000 CV now per group total in your team, and 750 PGV. So PGV basically is your personal group volume. So these are the dollars that are generated by your own personal launches and what they are buying on a monthly basis. And again, usually you have that automatically because to get to this structure, you're going to have that already set up, okay? And again, if you did it in your first 7 days, it gets tripled up to 2,000. We had someone that actually got to LD3, which is the next rank, in about 23 days, was I think the record so far. But again, if you do it in your first month, it doubles up to $2,000 of a bonus for that month as well. So similar concept as LD1, but it gets tripled up to 2,000 versus 1,000. And again, your car payment from 500 goes up to 750 now. Okay, and again, you can see here it's the same sort of qualifications. The only difference here is that you have more volume. So instead of 4,500, you have 7,500. But on top of that, you also get cruise qualified. So your cruise is all paid for. Flights are always paid for by yourself, but the cruise itself is covered by the company for you. And that cruise is a one insane business partying event with experience that you're going to experience with that many people on the same cruise at the same time. So it's a really amazing rank to get to as LD2. And really from there, you know, LD3 and LD4 kind of comes as you go along and years progress and time progresses. The only thing to keep in mind for LD3, 4, and above is that for LD3, you want to have 2 LD2s. Now, here's where the LD2s must be on different legs, one on the left and one on the right. And again, usually to get here, you're going to want to build your 2 legs because you have to have that 1/3, 2/3 balance. And again, most likely you'll have this structure anyways, but I want to point out that you do have to have one LD2 on the left and one LD2 somewhere on the right. And again, that raises your car from 750 to 1,000, and you become summit qualified, which is a really great trip. LD4, again, your commissions go to 10,000 per week or 40,000 per month. If you do it in the first year, again, it doubles your month binary commission where you qualify up to $10,000 bonus as LD4. The LD3 has a $5,000 bonus when you hit that if done in 90 days. And this also includes the all-inclusive exotic vacation, which is a really insane vacation trip that it's a once in a lifetime kind of a vacation that you'd be going on. And of course, the beyond that, we do have LDP for presidential and LDR for royal. And again, you can see here that same kind of concepts where you need more volume. However, they can actually in 2 years double your binary commission up to 50,000 bonus. And again, your car payments go to 2,000 per month. You also get a first business class travel up to $20,000 where you get flown around by the corporate to do trainings for different markets. So you're being flown basically first class and business class around the world. And of course, you also get additional revenue sharing on your entire organization up to your next level 1, which is the same rank. So it's a bonus of up to about $10,000 per month, additional bonus for hitting the LDR. And sort of LDP. LDR, of course, if you did it in 3-year times, you get a doubling of your qualifying month's binary commissions up to $100,000 additional bonus there. And your car payment becomes $4,000 per month. Now you're getting the private jet travel up to $40,000. You get a Ferry President timepiece or Ferry Mage ring valid at $100,000, and you get 1% additional commissions on your entire organization. So this is where really life really gets changed to whole new levels. So again, that covers pretty much the entire compensation plan. You can find it in your back office. And again, thank you for watching. My name is Rene Liaw. For any further questions, please feel free to contact your My5 and ask any more questions. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and all the best, and to the billion.